Sir Eddie the Second here. Now, if you guys weren't aware, Sir Eddie hates anime, and anime hates Sir Eddie as well. Thou may asketh thy question of wherefore dost Eddie-san bear envy towards the anime genre? Thy answer is yond thee readeth's manga, as manga is glorious, a wonderful creation, absolutely outstanding. And if you're confused at how I'm talking, then ye art not cunning enow to understandeth mine way of speaking. Now, I pretty much felt like talking in that Shakespearean way, so I put the words for my intro into this Shakespeare language generator, and yeah, that happened. I actually wanted to talk like that for the whole entire video, but one, I'm not writing a script for an otherwise unscripted video, and two, it would get tiring really quick. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that intro. But today, we're going to be doing a very good video, a video that you guys have been wanting for a while, a video that I've been wanting to record for a while, and kind of like my figure video, a video that I plan on doing yearly. It is a manga collection video. Now, if you're an OG member of the channel, then you would know that I did a manga collection video sometime around last year, and it was very pitiful. I had like $50 worth of manga, maybe 100, because I've only bought like one box set, I think, and the rest was all manga from Goodwill. It was pretty sad. I didn't make bread at the time. I wasn't a money ballin' man thing, but now I am a money ballin' man thing, and I make money. So I spend my money on manga and light novels and other things in the anime genre medium. So I'm gonna show off what I've gotten. It's all behind me there. I'm gonna bring it over here, do a little show and tell, maybe do some cuts back and forth in the editing. It's gonna be pretty nifty. But if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And let's get into it, boys. So first we got the Silent Voice box set. It's pretty nifty. I'm gonna turn off my light because it is reflecting a lot. And now that the light is off, I may look worse, but at least the manga looks better. You can see all the volumes and all that stuff. It's a cool box set. It was like 70 bucks on Amazon. Next, we got the second volume of Black Clover. Funny story, I was gonna start collecting Black Clover, so I bought the first and second volume separately on Amazon. The first volume, I bought it all the way back in like June. It took them till September to tell me that they didn't have it. They literally billed me, said it was gonna arrive by a certain time, and then like months after it said it was gonna come, I just got a notification saying, yeah, we don't have it. It's like, why would you sell it? Why would you have it listed and then wait months just to tell me you don't have it? At least tell me once you realize you don't have it in stock, just be like, okay, we don't have it. Don't wait months and blue ball me. So yeah, I never got volume 1, but I do have volume 2. I eventually want to get all the volumes, but it's a shonen that has a lot of volumes. We'll get there though. Next, we got every volume of Chobits except for the first one. I got these at Goodwill all at once, but I do eventually want to buy the whole entire series new because these are kind of old. I'll probably just give them to like my brother or something. Next, we got the single volume of Chrono Crusade. I'm pretty sure this was also in the last video because I got this from like Goodwill. I'm pretty sure this is the last volume because when I opened it up, it said, yeah, epilogue. I didn't end up reading it because it's the last volume. I was originally gonna read it all online and then read the final volume. I'm still probably gonna do that. Just depends on when I actually read the manga. But yeah, I have it. Next, we got the first 2 volumes of Date Alive light novels. These are the only ones in English out so far, and I really want to get into the light novels, so I bought them. I read the first one, haven't read the second one yet, and I'm pretty sure Kurumi's cover, which is the 3rd volume, comes out soon. But if I'm gonna really want to read the series, I'm unfortunately gonna have to read it all online, since the English translations will literally take forever to catch up. But yeah, I like Date Alive, and I'm excited for season 4, so I got the novels. Oh, I just realized I haven't been saying the prices for any of them. Chobits, I don't know how much that was. Black Clover, probably like 12 bucks for one volume. I don't know. These two Date Alive things, like 10 bucks each. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I just give up on naming the prices. Let's just say overall it's $1,000 because it definitely is. And it makes for a good title, just like the figure video. My $1,000 manga collection. It'll get clicks. Next, we got Fly Me to the Moon, also known as Tonikaka Kawaii, also known as Tonikawa, volumes 1 through 7. Look at that. They're all nice. They're all cool. And they got nice little covers. I bought like the first 3 when that was translated to English, and I've been buying them ever since. A new volume comes out like every other month or so in English. There's currently 16 volumes in the Japanese version, if I'm not mistaken. And this is up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the English. The 8th one's coming out next month, I think, or even this month. So I gotta buy that soon. But yeah, I've been keeping up with Fly Me to the Moon, each volume, and I always reread it once I get the volume because I read it originally online and I loved it. Reading it now, I loved it. I watched the anime, I loved it. Overall, wholesome series. If you haven't read it, definitely read it. Next, we got the Hatsune Miku unofficial manga. If you watched my last video on this, you knew I had this. I bought this from Barnes & Noble. Noble. It was like 20 bucks. This might actually be one of the first manga that I went out of my way to buy new. And that's just because I literally saw it in the bookstore and thought it was dope. And that was when I was also not first getting into Miku, but I was probably at my peak of hypeness about Vocaloid. I still love Vocaloid, don't get me wrong, but this was when I was in my phase of, oh, I gotta find every great Vocaloid song. I'm gonna search YouTube for hours. And I saw this and I was like, oh my god, I must purchase it. And yeah, it's pretty dope. It's got a lot of stuff. I would recommend read it if you really like Miku, I guess. I mean, it's not like one big story, it's just a bunch of random short stories, but it's cool. Next, we have Horimiya Volume 1. I bought this a few weeks ago. I want to buy the entire series. I'm going to buy Volume 2 probably when I get paid next because I've been wanting to. There's like 20-something volumes, and especially now that it's over, I feel like I can buy them all. Whenever a series is running, sometimes I don't like buying them because I'm like, oh crap, I'm going to be buying this for years. But Horimiya is one of my favorite romance manga, and it's goated, so I'm definitely going to buy all of it. And if you haven't read Horimiya, definitely read it. Don't watch it. You can watch it after. The anime is like fan service for certain scenes because they only animate certain scenes. They don't even animate at all, which isn't a big deal, but like, it is a big deal. Okay, I'm done ranting about Horimiya. Next in the collection, we got all of JoJo's Part 1, which first off, can I say the English releases of these volumes, albeit very slow to release, have amazing hardcovers in designs, bruh. They're actually so good. I wish that they kept the style like this in parts 4 and 5, but I'm not complaining because parts 4 and 5 still look really good. But man, these covers and like just overall like quality, beautiful. Oh my god. If you're not even that big of a JoJo's fan, you would buy them for these alone. I know people that have literally bought for the hardcovers alone because they're that nice, but I love JoJo's, so that's even better. But yeah, got all of Part 1. Gonna buy all of Part 2 when I feel like reading all of Part 2. But yeah, JoJo's is great, and Part 1 is better in the manga than it is the anime. As much as I like the anime, Part 1 in the manga has more stuff. So yeah, JoJo's manga is a huge W. Next, we got Katanagatari Volume 1 of 3. I know there's like 12 volumes in total, but this is like the omnibus, whatever you call it, kind of. It's a light novel written by the author of Monogatari, Nisio Isin. Not to be confused with Monogatari because it's Katanagatari. Two different things, but goated. I've been watching the anime. It's very good. And the reason I bought the light novel is because I know I'm going to want to read it after. Same as with Monogatari. And the whole reason I got into Katanagatari anyways is the same reason I got into Pretty Boys Detective Club. I've been wanting to get into more works of Nisio Isin as he is the author of one of my favorite series of all time and my favorite anime as of now, Monogatari. So I've been looking into Katanagatari, Pretty Boy Detective Club. I'm going to buy those novels soon since I finished the anime when it was airing. I want to get into Medica Box because he's the author of that manga, which is going to be very cool. There's a lot of other stuff I really want to get into. He even wrote a JoJo's light novel and a Death Note light novel. Like, I'm buying those for sure. It's going to be so dope. But yeah, Katanagatari. And as I was just explaining, Monogatari is goated. So goated that I bought all 3 box sets that are out so far of the light novels. We got first season, which is Baka Monogatari, Kizu Monogatari, Nisei Monogatari, and Neko Monogatari Black. Goated. And then we got second season, which has Neko Monogatari White, Kabuki Monogatari, Hana Monogatari, Tori Monogatari, Oni Monogatari, and Koi Monogatari. Also goated. Then we got the final season box set, which has Suki Monogatari, Kiyomi Monogatari, Owari Monogatari, and Zoku Owari Monogatari. Also very, very goated. I love the light novels. Very goated. I'm very excited for Monster Season and Off Season to either get an anime adaptation or be translated to the English because I can't read Japanese. And there's no official English right now. But there are ways to read it online. Do with that information what you will. But yeah, Monogatari is my favorite anime, so I had to read the novels. And they're very worth it, very goated. Some would even say better than the anime. I certainly do think that there are some arcs better in the anime, some arcs better in the novels. That's why I think it's worth reading and watching it. And yeah, overall, great purchase on my side. Good job, me. Also, speaking of Monogatari, I got the Monogatari manga! For some reason, they just went with Bake Monogatari for the entire manga, even though some of it's Kizu so far, and some of it's Neko Black so far, even farther down the line, but I think it still technically works, because it still is, like, monster story, you know, but that's besides the point. I bought the Monogatari manga because not only is it cool to see a different take on the story, kind of like the anime, even though it adapts the novels, it's still its own version of Monogatari. The manga is the same way. The manga does take a lot more liberties than the anime in changing stuff though, but I still think it's worth a read only if you've seen the anime or read the novels. I would never recommend the manga first, but it's goated and it has amazing art and designs all around. Like even from the covers alone, you can see how good they look. Bam, boom, bop, bada bop, boom, pow. But yeah, I got the first 7 volumes. I want to buy volumes 8 and 9 and 10 next because those are out in English, I believe. I have no idea where the actual Japanese manga is at right now in terms of volumes, but I'm pretty sure it's in Neko Black or somewhere at the end of Neko Black. So we're going to get into season 2 soon. No, actually, we're getting into Nisei soon because they switched the orders a bit. And before you freak out about them switching the orders in the manga, they did ask for permission from Nisio Isin to do it, so that's good. But yeah, obviously I bought the manga of my favorite anime. Goated. Now we got some volumes of My Hero Academia. I think I had these in the last manga collection video. I didn't get these from Goodwill though. I got them from Walmart. So they were at base price of $7.99. Oh, I got the Walmart discount, baby. But they have these annoying stickers. So I want to buy them again. Because I don't like my manga to have stickers on them. It actually annoys the crap out of me. But these are in good condition and stuff, you know. I don't really read them because I don't reread My Hero like ever. I might have reread it once. And I think I was just rereading the villain arc because I like that arc a lot. But yeah, I might get all of My Hero eventually, but it'll be a long time from now because there's a lot of other series in priority. But the manga for My Hero is cool. The anime is cool for the most part. Yeah, cool purchase. I just bought it because I saw it in real life rather than having to order it off Amazon. This was before I was working, so I didn't really get stuff online. But that's besides the point. Let's move on. Next, we got Naruto Itachi Story. This is the second Itachi light novel. If you don't know, Itachi is my favorite Naruto character, so of course I'm gonna get the light novel about him. I wanted to buy the first one. I couldn't find it anywhere that wasn't selling it for like 500 bucks. I bought it off of like Wildman's Books or something, and they still never sent it. And I don't think I'm ever getting it. So I think I lost 15 bucks. I took an L there. But I have this one. And I'll probably just buy like a digital version of the first one. Because I do want to read it. So yeah. Itachi Story. Goated. It would probably be a long time until I ever get the Naruto manga. But I do want to buy all the Naruto light novels in the remaining time we have this year. So remember this. When I do my next manga collection video next year, I'll have all the novels. Next, we got the big boy volume versions of Evangelion's manga. Evangelion's manga, I'm not going to say all my thoughts on it because I do want to save that for a video that I'm currently writing, actually. But it is so good. I think all 3 different versions of Eva, anime, movies, and manga all bring something wonderful to the table. The manga brings some more solid backstories and development for certain characters, and it's a lot more conclusive with its ending than the original. Shows a little bit of what happens after end of Eva, and it's still technically referenced in 3.0 plus 1.0, so it's worth reading, I think, if you're an Eva fan. I think they also deal with the emotional side of things a bit different than the anime. The anime is a bit more extreme with it, I would say, but it's still goated. I think both the anime and the manga are goated, and the rebuilds. So yeah, got the Eva manga, dope. Let's move on. We got some more random volumes here. These I actually think all 4 were in the last video I did on this. Got a random One Piece volume from Goodwill. Got a random Bleach volume from Goodwill. Got this Call Me Princess manga that I think is this is the only English version because I was gonna read it, but it's from right. No, it's from left to right. I'm like, bruh, I don't want to read left to right. So I looked to see if there was an English version anywhere that was left or right to left. There isn't, so I'm just going to read this and call it that because this is the entire story. Yes, I spoiled myself by looking at the last page to confirm that. This is the entire story, so I'm just going to read it, deal with the fact that it's left to right for like an hour, finish it, and never read it again because it's probably not even that good. Like, come on. That's why we don't have a good version of it yet. Okay, maybe it's actually amazing, and I'm just getting clowned on. Next, we got this random volume of Magical Miracle. I like magical girl stories. I haven't actually read this. I read like 1 chapter and never finished it. It seems cool. I mean, I actually do like the design. Like, for some reason, like, her hair looks really cool. The freaking thing she's flying on looks cool. And shoes are drippy, man. Look at that. So, I do want to read this. I don't know if it's going to be good or not, but if I read this and like it, I'll buy the rest of the volumes probably on Amazon because they are pretty cheap for new ones. So yeah, let's move on once again. Next, we got 2 MVPs coming to the table because Pokemon Adventures is the MVP of my manga life, as it was the first manga I ever read. I don't know about realizing it was a manga, but realizing that it was something different. I was in like 3rd grade, and I think I got it from like either the library or I actually owned one of them. And it was a Pokemon Adventures volume near the climax of Hoenn. So it was Ruby and Sapphire. But that's not what I have, sadly. I have the original Pokemon Adventures, you know, Red and Blue's stuff, and then I have the Gold and Silver. But I do want to eventually buy Ruby and Sapphire, Leaf Green, and all that stuff, and all this other stuff because it's still going even now, and it's goated. Sadly, though, one thing I have as a complaint, because I think this started with Black and White. It might have started with Diamond and Pearl. I'm not sure, but they've started doing these like little Viz Kids volumes, and that's why I was surprised when I got this Black and White volume. I think this is actually from Goodwill too. They're small, like same story. I think same type of story in terms of quality because it's written by the same people. Let me check. written by the same people, but they are forced to do these little bitch volumes. What is this? I want big boy volumes. Look at these. Look at one of these compared to this. What the hell? So like, my only complaint is that they don't have actual volumes, which is kind of sad because it just feels like an insult. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but I do want to still get them. It'll be cool. So look forward to that in the next manga collection video. This is just a video of me telling myself what I need to buy in the next year for my collection to be goated. Oh yeah, we also have a couple more random volumes that I think were also in the last video. Cowboy Bebop Volume 1. Cool. I guess. I mean, I haven't read it, but I've seen the anime. It was cool. Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V random volume. Actually, never seen any of Arc V, so I don't even know if it's good or not. And Fullmetal Alchemist, which I liked both versions of the anime, to be honest. And the manga's cool too. So, yeah. Next, we have my... I don't want to say guilty pleasure, but I'm just going to say a show that I like that a lot of people don't. Well, this is a manga. Rent a Girlfriend! Woo! I got volumes 1 and 2. Want to get the rest eventually. Just one of those things where I got to collect them one by one every now and then whenever I feel like buying one. Because I don't feel like buying all of it at once. But I really like Rent a Girlfriend. Obviously, I like it enough to do chapter reviews on it every week. Although right now the manga's in a kind of weird spot. But it's okay. We'll get back to good stuff eventually. But yeah, I bought the first 2 volumes because old Rent a Girlfriend was peak, man. It still is, but this current arc is a little annoying, not gonna lie. Like, most of Rent a Girlfriend is really good, to be honest. Like, I'm not even, like, capping. So, yeah, I bought it, because I like it. Next, we have Solanin, I think is what it's called, Solanin. I haven't read this yet. I actually just got it recently, and I hear it's really good. And I think this is the entire story in one volume, so one of these days, I'm just gonna spend a few hours, or the entire day just busting it out and reading it. I think I checked out the first chapter before I realized I was busy that day, and the art is really cool, in my opinion. So, yeah, I really think I'm going to enjoy this, hopefully. Next, we got more random volumes. First, we got this, which I actually don't even know how to read this. But my mom saw it at Goodwill and was like, he likes those Japanese comics. Let's get him one. But I think when I get more into learning Japanese, I kind of got stopped there for a minute. But I do want to get back into learning. I'll use these as practice for when I get better. And it's going to be very cool. We also have these random volumes. We got 3 random volumes of Kamikaze, Kaito, Jian. It looks like a magical girl manga. You know, can never go wrong with a magical girl manga. So I think I'll read the first volume. Then if I like it, I guess I'll just keep reading it. Maybe buy the other volumes. Who knows? I'll probably just end up reading it online though. That's a manga for a rainy day. And then we got the first volume of Skip Beat. Same thing here. Since it's the first volume, I'll read the first volume. And if I like it enough, I'll just actually rebuy the first volume, then buy the rest. And then once again, we have another first volume. We got Godchild. This seems like it could be either really good or really bad. And I think this is actually my last video of manga collections. But yeah, once again, I'm going to read the first volume and see if I want to read the rest. And now we got volume 3 of Yasumi Pun Pun, or in the English, Goodnight Pun Pun. So I actually have all the volumes of Yasumi Pun Pun. I was letting a friend borrow them. He borrowed them and left volume 3 at my house. So he's gonna have to read all of this online and read the rest, which he's currently doing. I still haven't got it back. I don't know. I actually don't think he's reading because it's been a while and I still don't have my goddamn manga back, man. But yeah, in the next manga collection video, hopefully I have all 7 volumes in my household, or maybe he'll still be reading them by then. I'm not sure. To be fair, I do the same thing. I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll watch that anime you recommended. 2 years later. Like, literally the other day, my brother said he was going to start JoJo's. And then I realized a year ago in a podcast, he said he was going to start JoJo's. I swear, when it comes to anime, time just changes. Because you don't realize a year's passed since you said you're going to watch something. It's been a year, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. And last but not least, we got my big boy manga box sets. Tokyo Ghoul box set. Got it for like 130 because it was off on Amazon for a bit. Love Tokyo Ghoul. If you guys know, you know. It's my favorite manga. I love Tokyo Ghoul so much. It's such a great series, and it's one of the main series that really got me into manga, especially since the anime was awful. And to be honest, I read the manga before the anime. I dodged that bullet because everyone online was saying, do not watch the anime after season 1. And I was like, I don't want to start season 1 and then read the manga. I might as well just read the manga from the start. And I really liked it, and it was really good. So was Ri. Ri was really good too. And speaking of Tokyo Ghoul Ri, ba-bam! Woo! Goated. And oh my god, look at the art, man. It's so good. I freaking love Tokyo Ghoul. If you haven't read Tokyo Ghoul, oh my god. There's no other manga I can recommend more. It may not be the best manga ever, and I'll be the first to admit that. My favorite manga might not be the best, but it's so good. Like, it's so unique. I know someone's gonna be trying to disprove that, being like, oh, this manga's just like it. I don't know. To me, there's not a lot of other stories in anime or manga that have hit like that. In terms of, I don't know, like just finding yourself or tragedy, or I don't know, man. It's just so good. I don't want to get into it because I know people aren't gonna like what I have to say, but Tokyo Ghoul's goated. Accept it. It's goated. And the last, I think, manga of this video, I think I've gone through the rest, is the Death Note box set that I recently bought. Woo! I love Death Note. It used to be my favorite anime when I was like first into anime. It's not anymore. It's not even top 10 anymore, but it's still very good. I think the end was still very good. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I didn't hate it. I think people overhate it. And in the manga, Nier's a better character. That's all I'm gonna say. And in the manga, the ending's a bit different than the anime, and there's enough differences and a little bit more character development to where it's worth reading if you've already seen the anime. And it just felt like it was an obligatory buy. Like, I have to have Death Note. I do need to buy the one-shots that happened after the original Death Note, though, because I really like those. Now, what I'll never buy is the live-action Death Note. Not even on, like, a DVD for $1 or that I found in the dumpster. I wouldn't even take it, even if it was for free. Oh, my God. And they're apparently making a second one? Oh, my God. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I really hope you enjoyed that video of me showing off my manga collection. I know it wasn't a content heavy video, no jokes and stuff really, but that's because I'm literally just showing off a collection. There's not much else I can do, but I really hope you guys enjoyed regardless. If there's any manga that you think I need to add to my manga collection immediately, let me know in the comments, because I know there's a lot, because I have a list of manga that I need now. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, press the like button, subscribe maybe, that'd be pretty cool, and hey, be sure to have a great day. Peace.